G'day and welcome to another Pokemon Go video. To Jump, Buddy Boosted and Mewtwo. So this is the same team that I ran at the start of Master League last season, and the biggest thing I could tell you is as soon as a new league drops, jump in and get some matches under your belt, because people are still a bit new to the Pokemon and can make more mistakes than after a couple of days when they've had a chance to practice. So jump in straight away, get some early wins and see how you go. So I have Giratina on the lead there, coming into the Rhyperior, so I shield up the Rock Wrecker, which is quite nice, and then I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball here. So first one, went for the shield bait, didn't get it, and then go for the Shadow Ball. They don't shield that up, so I'm able to take it out and go down a shield, but comfortably win that match. Out comes Zekrom. I'm going to shield this because it is the Outrage, and out comes good old Outrage, and then I'm going to throw the Iron Head here and try and start getting some shield. So they're 2 shields to none up. This is fine, no shield, so expect this to be an Earthquake. And it's the Psychic, so they're not running Earthquake, obviously, because if they were, that would have been goodbye to my Dialga. They come out with... They don't shield up the Draco Meteor there, so that absolutely one-shots. I'm able to get to another charge, the Ominous Wind on the Giratina, and then able to come out and farm down with the Metagross, with the Mewtwo. So good first game there for me, and like I said, jump in early. People are still trying to get used to their teams, and will make more mistakes in the very opening round. So Giratina mirror match here, so unless theirs is Buddy boosted, mine is going to be at least equaling theirs, because mine's 100%. So without the Buddy boost, if they've got that, then obviously they'll take that game. So throw the Ominous Wind and they've shielded, and they got the boost, so that's really unfortunate for me. I will throw the Ominous Wind. Was expecting the shield. They did not want to shield that, so we'll now throw into the Shadow Ball, and they still haven't shielded, and I'm able to take it out. So it's a huge misplay on their part. Definitely should have shielded that one up. Unfortunately, they're able to get to the charge move before I am. I'm going to shield that up and then throw into another charge move. Going to force the shield here. Mewtwo's not going to go unshielded, and I was then able to get the boost. Unfortunately, Mewtwo is going to be able to take me out with this Scythe Strike, but got the boost, so got a little bit of extra damage there. So it's always nice to get that boost. Mewtwo swaps out. Out comes the Groudon. Obviously they're up a shield, and let's see if they want to use that shield now. So they've not used the shield, expecting an Earthquake to come through here and do quite a lot of damage. It doesn't quite do enough to take me out, but I am able to get to another Scythe Strike and grab that shield, so they're able to take me out there, and I will throw this charge move even though I know it's completely wasted. However, I can't be hit by an Earthquake. By that, it'll one-shot me, and the Mewtwo's got no health. Even if it had enough energy for the Scythe Strike, it wasn't going to be able to take me out from that range, so that's why I decided to use the energy, throw the charge move on the Giratina, onto the Groudon. So Mewtwo on the lead, so really good lead for me. They swap straight into their own Giratina, and then I'll match that with the Dialga. So I am expecting this to be a Shadow Ball, so I will shield this one up and then look to farm down. So going to look to over farm quite a bit, but I do not want them getting to another charge move, so I'll throw this energy. They won't shield that up, and that's fine. Out comes the Mewtwo, so obviously they haven't got any hard punish to Dialga, which is probably a mistake in their team, but able to get to a charge move on the Dialga, goes shielded, and then I'm going to no shield this, and it is the Scythe Strike, so that's not going to do enough damage to take me out, so they're going to have to throw another one. There goes all of their energy, and I'll come into my own Giratina, expecting them to swap out straight away, which they have. Out comes the Togekiss, so I'm going to be able to throw Scythe Strike. So the charm damage is absolutely immense, and they have used up their last shield, which is absolutely outstanding for me, and so this is really quite nice. I'm going to let this go. If it does enough damage to take me out, good. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. Able to get to the Giratina to farm down the Togekiss and then throw the Shadow Ball onto the Mewtwo and take that out, and had a shield saved up there because obviously Mewtwo is going to win CMP tie if it gets to a charge move. So did not want that to happen, so save that shield for the Mewtwo in the back because that was my win condition had they got enough energy to throw a move. So Garchomp on the lead. So this one's a difficult one. Do I shield? Do I not? So I've decided to no shield here, and it was not a bait. So as you can see, that does huge amounts of damage. I'm also going to throw the Shadow Ball, and they decide not to shield, so that's fine with me. Able to do a lot of damage. So the question is here, where do I go? And I'm able to farm that down before they get to another charge move. So really, really good for me. So had this been later on in the season, they probably would have known to throw Sand Tomb there and wouldn't have let it go down. So out comes the Metagross, throw the Draco, and got a shield. So I will then move into my Mewtwo here and try and tank that Meteor Mash. So I didn't quite know how much damage that was going to do. It does a lot of damage as it turns out. So probably next time 100% want to shield that up because yeah, not really not ideal for me. So then I've switched into the Togekiss. Out comes the Dialga. So going to look to charge that down straight away because those, like I said, that charm damage is absolutely chunking. It's going to now throw some energy, and Ancient Power is not going to do much damage, but it's yeah, there's a lot of fast move damage there. Have to shield up this second one. It's the Meteor Mash, and I'm able to get to my own Iron Head, but was not able to throw it. They charged me down instead, so really unfortunate there. Lost that game. So the outrage on the Garchomp was not ideal. So now I've got another match with Garchomp, and instead I play this one a little bit differently. I swap straight into the Dialga. Too quick to be an outrage, so I know it's a Sand Tomb, and then they swap into their own Melmetal. So this is really not ideal for me. I'm going to throw the Draco because I've got really no play against this. So I was hoping not to get the shield. However, they did shield that up, so that's unfortunate. I will no shield this. I need to let this go. I've been Sand Tomb and debuffed through Draco Meteor, so really unfortunate for me there. So going to throw the energy, try and switch out, was not able to do so, and then they're going to throw another Rock Slide, and that's going to be enough to take me out. So let the timer count down a little bit. I've got a shield advantage, but obviously that's not very helpful at this stage. So going through the Rock Slide, it's not going to do huge amounts of damage to the Giratina, so we'll save that shield. Out comes the Garchomp, and I'm going to throw a Shadow Ball and see if I can grab that last shield. To be honest, kind of hoping I wouldn't grab that last shield, but it is what it is, isn't it? So Sand Tomb, so that's really unfortunate for me, and was trying to over farm there and just got a bit greedy, and then they got to the outrage. So I'm going to go over farm again a little bit more, and then throw the Shadow Ball. It's going to take it out, and then out comes their own Giratina, except they have the other form. So able to throw that Shadow Ball. We'll be able to tank a Shadow Sneak, I imagine this will be, yeah, and get to the Size Strike and take out the Giratina. So throwing that Shadow Ball and then swapping out was the play there. Over farm just a little bit on that Giratina to allow me to get to a Size Strike before they're able to get to a charge move, and as you can see, just able to do it. They take me out, and then it's a fast move farm down with my own Giratina. So really close game there, and that little bit of extra over farm on the Mewtwo really helped me out and allowed me to get that win. So I was able to go 4-1 in that opening set, and only lost, well, so lost that last, that game because I wasn't able to throw my charge move. I got to the charge move just as I fainted, so really unfortunate. We'll jump into the next set. So Kyogre on the lead is really good for me. Out comes their Dialga, which is expected. Because mine is buddy boosted, I'm going to be doing more, and has 15 attack. I'm going to be able to do more damage on a non-buddy boosted Dialga, so that's really, really good for me. I'm going to shield this one up, hoping it is a Draco. It is not, it's just the Iron Head, but I should be able to charge them down before they get there. I'm not able to do so, so I do decide to shield this up because I do want to win switch advantage here, and let's see what comes out. So I've used both my shields, and unfortunately they're able to charge me down before I'm able to get to my Draco. I should have just thrown the Iron Head. I had it ready to go, and that would have done a nice little bit of chip damage there. So they've shielded that one up, which is not ideal for me. I'm expecting a crunch to come through, and it does so much damage. They're able to charge me down, so we've both got no shields, and then they've got Dragon Breath to absolutely wreak havoc on me here. So going to throw the Shadow Ball and able to charge it down before it gets to another charge move here. So I do know that this is going to take an Ominous Wind and a Shadow Ball to be able to take this out. So I'm going to throw the Ominous Wind first, because I might get a boost. Unfortunately, I didn't get the boost, and they throw the Surf. So close to taking me out. Able to get to my Shadow Ball. Is this going to be enough to KO? It is, and I win with a couple of HP. Absolutely outstanding. So good game right there. So was really hoping for that boost. Would have made that a little bit more comfortable, but able to take it with a couple of HP. So good game there. Even after losing all that energy for the Iron Head, was still able to take that game. So really good. Dialga on the lead. Horrible lead. And switch my own Dialga in, and out comes their Groudon. Horrible counter. So really not good. So I will throw my energy straight away here, because I'm not going to shield this Dialga, and they Earthquake me, so that's GG's to the Dialga. I'm going to come back out with my Giratina here, hoping for a Fire Punch. It was not the Fire Punch, so we'll overfarm a little bit, and got too greedy. So got too greedy again with the overfarm. They get to their Fire Punch, and we CMP tied. So I'm going to waste all this energy, which is unfortunate. Hoping for a boost, no boost. Able to charge down and get the last little bit of energy there. So getting to the Shadow Ball is okay. Able to do a massive chunk of damage there. And let's see what they want to do here. So going to throw this Psy Strike straight away. They're obviously going to know what it is, but they're in Psy Strike range now. I will need to shield this up, and I should be able to get to my Psy Strike before they're able to get to theirs. Unfortunately, it is not looking ideal, because they've got their own Mewtwo here. So I'm at almost 2 Psy Strikes, so I've got a lot more energy than them. I'm really hoping they don't have Shadow Ball, which it doesn't look like they do, because they threw the Psy Strike. Able to charge up, charge that Mewtwo down. The Dialga did come out, but I'm able to get to the Psy Strike on the Dialga with, again, a couple HP left. Absolutely outstanding there to take that game. So with all of the extra energy on the Mewtwo, that worked out really, really nicely for me to be able to throw that energy and take that matchup. So although I had a massive health disadvantage, I was just outside of their Psy Strike range, so it allowed me to get to an extra Psy Strike, which is phenomenal. So Groudon on the lead. I throw the Shadow Ball because they don't usually shield up that first one, and they usually throw their own Earthquake as their first move. So I will shield that up and then throw the Ominous Wind here. I do get a shield for the Ominous Wind, which is absolutely outstanding. I'm not going to double shield, and do expect this to be an Earthquake, which it is, but I am then able to farm down and get to the Ominous Wind on their Dialga. So really unfortunate. I would have been able to get to a Shadow Ball, and they didn't shield, so that would have been absolutely huge. So out comes my own Dialga to match them. I'm going to look to charge down, and what I'm going to do is throw this energy straight away. I think they're going for a Draco, so what I want to do is make sure they can either decide to throw that energy, or well, use the shield or let it go, and then they decide to rock slide bait me, which is absolutely fine. I'm not going to use a shield here. Another rock slide, not quite able to take me out, and then out comes able to get to the Draco Meteor. If they don't shield this up, it's going to be GG's for them. At this point, they know that Mewtwo comes out, it can get to its charge moves very, very quickly, and going to be able to win that game. So, good game right there, and just called their bluffs with the rock slide. And even if they did take me out, it would have debuffed them, so my Mewtwo would have had an easier time of it in the back. So really good there. So again, another Giratina mirror match. Again, I've got 100% Giratina, so unless they're buddy boosted, I should have a reasonable time at tying, throwing the charge moves. They throw the Shadow Ball, which is really good for me, because I am able to shield it, able to get to a second Ominous Wind before they're able to throw their second move, and I do get a shield for that one, and get a boost. That is absolutely outstanding. So able to get the boost there, really good, and an early boost, and then they switch into a Metagross, which is and I got another boost. That's just brutal, absolutely brutal. Able to get a second boost on this thing, and that shows you how little damage that does. Out comes their Giratina, able to throw the Ominous Wind straight away and take that out, and then out comes their Dialga. So this is absolutely ideal for me. If they want to, the only way that they're going to be able to win this game is to, well, they're not going to be able to win this game, basically. So they've thrown their Iron Head, so now I will save and just throw my Draco and take that game. They realise that and quit the game. So I was going to throw the Iron Head if they were going to go for a Draco. Because they threw the Iron Head, I then was safe to go for a Draco, because I'd be able to get to that before they got to a second charge move, or was able to fast move farm me down. So really good game there. So Mew on the lead, so a really interesting lead. I have a video on leading Mew, and I did really well. You do not want to lead Mew into a Giratina. That's just not a good time for anybody. So I get another boost, so this means I'm going to be shielding up, and they throw the Flame Charge, so that's going to do absolutely no damage to me. So shield up the Flame Charge, which is absolutely unnecessary. Throw another Ominous Wind, get the shield. I'm expecting a Wild Charge, but it is another Flame Charge, so as you can see, it does absolutely no damage. I am boosted as well, so that's also really good, and they've got no shields. I'm boosted with energy. That is a dangerous combination for Giratina, so unless you've got a Snorlax there, you're in for some trouble. I take out a full health Dialga, absolutely monster it, and then able to take out most of a Kyogre before they rage quit. So just really unfortunate there that I was able to get that boost, but that allowed me to go for 5-0 in that game. So hopefully, as you can see, I had a bit of a freeze there, and so I had to reset my game, but as you can see, 5-0, so really, really good. And the question is, what is the reward for a 5-0? Galarian Farfetch, that's not too bad, so really happy with that. So hopefully that was useful for someone. Like I said, jump in early to the season. People still make more mistakes, less used to teams, so you can get maybe a few sneaky extra wins. So give it a go, and good luck battling. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.